Turns out lying about these things, not such a good idea.
Look at her face. Do you see her eyes kind of move side to side a little bit there? She needs help.
Rogan versus Liver King. Yeah, I don't know if you might know who I am, you might not. It doesn't really matter the name, but it's Liver King. I'm picking a fight. I'm from Texas, grew up on military bases, born on one.
Oh my god, Liver King is released!
Yes, I know that you guys are already going to the comment section and want me to bash in the comments saying, so what, we already know that, bro, this is not the news. The news is his wife is right now trying to fix his image, which is ruined, and there is a big reason for that.
The Liver King's family hates him.
I'm here with my stupid family.
Because they're being held hostage in his new videos, including his wife, who never looks like she's having a good time, since she never speaks in the videos, especially since she used to be a dentist, and now lives with a guy who couldn't care less about modern hygiene standards. So is the Liver King just a terrible family man, or is family actually okay with being a part of his crazy lifestyle?
As you guys already know, his whole image is standing on reputation because his main income source is selling businesses, selling courses, selling bodybuilding products. You know, actually the main thing is selling a fake image that he is portraying by himself. So just because everything just came out in public, people are already starting to know everything that he already kept hidden from the eyes of everyone. Right now, this Liver King's wife is trying to fix his image and trying to protect him and talking on behalf of him. And in today's video, I'm going to also break down how Liver Queen is also similarly responsible for what Liver King has done to Joe Rogan. And you won't believe Liver King is still challenging and almost threatening Joe Rogan again. Even after he was released on his $20,000 bond, it was written that he has to wear an ankle monitor so that law enforcement can monitor what he's doing. And not just that, he has to stay far, 400 to 600 feet away from Joe Rogan's house or any of his family members. He cannot use any firearm. He cannot contact Joe Rogan. Even after all these things, he is still bragging and doing all these things. And why I'm saying that his wife is also responsible for his actions is because you can see Liver King is literally using his wife. Yes, you heard it right. Liver King used to at least use his wife because his wife, you might already know, was a dentist, and Liver King actually ran around the jungle and did all the shittiest things, and then his wife used to do all the hard work by doing the dentistry. And that guy you saw who acts as a tough guy, the Liver King, that guy used to eat from his wife's money, and his wife used to do all the hard work. And one day his wife just claimed, no, that's it, I cannot provide for you. And then the Liver King came up with the idea of selling the fake image, selling the fake muscle, selling the fake dreams to everyone like us to scam millions of dollars by saying his whole body is natural and how they are actually going to work to make good muscle, good health, or everything.
It was a pretty big operation that we had going on. We did that for a long time. We did that for, I don't know, maybe 10 to 15 years. And one day she said, I'm done. She goes, I'm done. And she's like, this is on you. And it's the best thing that could have happened, you know, is for her to say, this is on you now.
Yeah, it wasn't very ancestral living off your wife's money.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Not that primal.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Oh, you're 100% right. I mean, think about it. It's not ancestral at all for her to be providing.
Not just that, when they started this business, what his wife used to do is whenever someone came to her for a teeth problem, what she would tell the patient is that you don't have to come to me for your teeth problem or dental problem. What you can do is just cure it by taking this medicine, taking this supplement from my husband, and you're going to be fixed. And there will be no problem in the future.
Right. And so most people aren't eating liver. They're not getting bone marrow. They're not getting what they need from egg yolk or the sun. And so how do we get that shit in a capsule? And as she starts talking to people about the nourishment, hey, here's what you need to be eating. Here's how you address the root cause. I don't want to see you again. Right, here's how you address.
You're fixing them. You're fixing them so they don't need to come back to the dentist.
Well, this is what she's trying to do. And you know what patients are saying? Just fix my teeth.
Yeah. Oh.
Just fix my teeth. You think you're going to talk to me about nutrition? Just fix my teeth.
Yeah.
And then there's a small percent of patients that are like, okay, but you know what? I can't eat liver.
So this is how she used to sell her husband's products, which are actually fake. And they are getting sued for $25 million. For his products.
His companies were sued for $25 million for deceptive marketing due to his steroid controversy. And obviously, there was plenty of people, including commentary channels and podcasts, that talked about the situation.
And this guy just exposed Liver Queen completely for making dangerous and false claims about their fake product.
All right, Liver Queen, you're a half-assed version of me. Unlike you, I actually educate people about the processed food industry and the importance of eating grass-fed meat. I have a budget that I live on, but I make do with what I got. Never taken any steroids, I don't take any supplements, I don't try to promote any phony garbage like you. All that being said, one of your ancestral tenets is fighting. So let's have a boxing match and let's see who the real man is. Let's see if you actually speak up.
And this one is scary. This video turns everything into a question. Is his wife safe? Does she really care for him? Or is she trying to give us signals that something isn't right?
Turns out lying about these things, not such a good idea.
Oh, guys, he's coming to grips with the fact that he lied. He's apologizing and is going to do a clean slate. Let me tell you guys something about, well, borderline sociopaths like Liver King. They have no problem lying after they've lied and been exposed. They do the same kind of apology you'd expect from any decent person, and then they go on to do the same general category of lying. There is no limit to that. It's like cheat mode in a fucking shooter video game where you just don't run out of ammo.
As a family, this brought us closer together and bonded.
Scott, look at her face. Do you see her eyes kind of move side to side a little bit there? She needs help.
19 years with my queen. We celebrated this year.
Dude, her eyes, bro. Holy shit, this is intense. I wasn't ready for this kind of shit. Blink twice.
I love you, my queen.
Holy forced.
Many people have already exposed the real reason why Liver King called out Joe Rogan and stirred up controversy. Because after Joe Rogan exposed him, Liver King felt like everything was taken away from him. His money, his fame, his image. People used to invite him on podcasts and shows, but now everyone is avoiding him.
This guy's 47 years old. He built his brand on, the raw meat, the caveman lifestyle. What was it? The tenements and all that stuff. He said he was all natural, but found out he was spending $11,000 on a month on steroids, and it blew up in his face, cost him deals. His products all took a huge hit, led to lawsuits. But if you haven't seen the Netflix documentary, it's really messed up. They got with these agencies to make him big, and he blew up, but it was all on a lie.
You're a savage animal, and I say that in a respectful way. When he came to the podcast, I remember that podcast, he came with his wife and kids, the Liver Queen, I believe is what she's called, and his family.
Yeah.
PBD, you mention a movie all the time. It's called Primal Fear with Richard Gere and Edward Norton. You talk about that movie quite often, don't you?
Yeah.
What he's dealing with, you're seeing the animal instincts of primal fear. Don't get it twisted. This toughness, this rage is masking his genuine primal fear that everything he's built and everything that he's worked on and his entire family could potentially be taken away. Whether it's accusations, whether it's steroids, whether it's money.
So right now, as you can see, even his wife is getting dragged into this, all because of him. My question is, was it really okay for the police to let him go so easily? A guy worth $15 million getting out on a $20,000 bail? That's just pocket change for him. Does that even matter? Don't you think letting him go so early just sends a message to other criminals that if you have money, crime means nothing? Let me know your opinions and point of view in the comments.